I have prepared, as you can see, some URL chat. All of these URLs, a little bit of prep, some help from Enjo, some me trying to understand on a 5-hour sleep what's going on. One of the things where it all started going to a shit show, is a massive mistranslation. On the sword of Jiyan's signature weapon, each time an intro skill or resonance skill, instead of each time on an intro skill or a resonance liberation, people were basically getting the weapon and they were like, hold on, like I'm not actually getting any buffs on my Jiyan, what's happening? But essentially they were false advertising, and a lot of people started threatening for lawsuits or whatever, and they were pissed, obviously, and so would I. That was a very massive essential nerf to the weapon, and people were mad. And before everything started escalating, how did they react? Well, some of you might have noticed a little email. There is the return. All they gave you is a 1 pull. Sure, give me 1 pull, whatever, I don't care. But people that actually spend the money shouldn't be getting just 1 pull. Like, that's absolutely insane. What are they saying? Like, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, do that 1 pull. Get your 1 weapon, guaranteed. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? 1 pull was absolutely ridiculous, obviously causing an absolute outroar. That's their reply from Wuthering Waves Official. This is from Wuthering Waves Official. We once again apologize for the inconvenience caused to everyone regarding the incomplete explanation of the 5-star weapon Blue Scale Mountain Range, aka Jiyan's weapon. Compensation details have been distributed via game email, which realistically, it's not even a compensation. At least, honestly, just compensate the people that got screwed. Don't compensate the people that didn't even pull. Like, I didn't pull for this. I don't know why I'm getting compensated, but fair enough. 160 to me shouldn't be 160 to the people that actually spend money, in my opinion. I think that's very, very badly managed. And what I'm hating right here, what I'm starting to dislike is Wuthering Waves as a game. I'm loving Wuthering Waves. It is a breath of fresh air. I'm burnt out from, Genshin, HSR. I wanted a breath of fresh air, and I've been enjoying it. But the company, the way they manage stuff right now, not even the devs, because this is probably way higher up than the devs. This is the actual, CEOs, people like the devs have probably not much to do with this. They're just getting all the hate, which people shouldn't hate on the devs. It's just the people on top making these bad decisions. And I don't know if the game was obviously rushed. There's a lot of issues with it, but that false advertising has caused them to get threatened with lawsuits, etc., which we'll talk about later. But essentially what afterwards happened is that they released that individual refunds for the Japanese players are now available if you rolled his signature weapon before the 5th of the 29th. So what that means is that they created essentially a form that you could fill in, and you put in your email address, etc., and you can apply for a refund. Okay, cool. Now, how is that gonna work? Well, here is the refund. This is the official thing. Okay, so you can submit, and what they say: we sincerely thank you for your support. Our apologies for any inconvenience you may have experienced. The description and submit weapon effect has been updated for clarity. Blah blah blah. Please note that now this here is really bad. That if a refund is issued, the equivalent number of Lunites will be deducted from your in-game balance. If your in-game Lunites are insufficient, this will result to a negative balance. What does that mean? I'll pull out Paint very simply just to show you. If you, simply put, purchased 10,000 gems, whatever, and you spend all of that on a 5-star or like whatever, the golden weapon, right? Now, you don't have 10,000 anymore. Let's say you have 200 left. You're going to go on a negative balance, right, of 9,800. But there's, from my understanding, there's a little massive issue here as well. When you purchase, right now, you get a bonus. I can't believe this. This is insane. So ignore this, right? Let's go back. Let's go all the way back. Right, so now not only do you buy that, I'm using simple numbers, not only do you buy 20,000 because you got the X2 bonus, right? Let's say again you spend it all and you have 200. Now you are left with negative over here, 1,9,800. And not only that, your fast bonus gets gone. You don't have it anymore. So if you spend the same amount of money, you don't even get the shit back. You're absolutely screwed. Because now you purchase it, you spend the same amount of money, you only get 10,000. And what happens here? Well, you're still in a negative balance. And that's my understanding. That is insane. That's actually insane in my opinion. Yeah. And here's another thing that Andrew did say. So, Kuro, anything is floating around with no confirmation. If it's real, fake, only rumors, messages that if they stay in negative balance, they'll get banned. Yes. So that's another thing regarding the previous bit. So if you stay in a negative balance from when I wrote this, well, that's what BZ mentioned as well. If you stay in your negative balance and you don't pay them the money to go back in the positive, they will get banned. Now, that might be a rumor. We don't know if that's true. There's no clear evidence. I don't want to feed fear into this because that might just be a rumor. But if that is the case, that's just making it worse. Because not only do you have to pay double to go in the positive, that better not be true. Bro, that's true. I mean, I don't know. They need to do something about this. That's insane. That can't be true. It just, to me, it sounds absolute insanity. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. It's just crazy. And it actually somehow gets worse. They leak all the emails. They actually managed to leak every person that applied's email. By screwing up, they reply with CC rather than BCC. For those that don't know how emails work, you can reply with CC meaning carbon copy or BCC meaning blind carbon copy. Now, they fucked up and they didn't do a blind carbon copy. Like, they don't know how to use emails, apparently. What that means is if you send a carbon copy and not a blind one, aka you're replying to everyone that's messaged you in a carbon copy, everyone that receives that email can see who has that email been sent to. So now you have 100, 200, 1,000, I don't know how many emails, right, that was sent, and you could see every single person's email. I read some of the comments in the Reddit post, so a lot of the Reddit posts were removed. But it turns out that in PGAR, the other game they released, they have the same issues. Translations issues, left and right. It was insane. Like, they would learn from PGR, but apparently they don't. And I don't know exactly what the translation issues are. I don't actually play PGR. That's just what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. But if that is the case, that's even like, bro, come on, like, hire some people to translate properly, like, spend the money. Bro, if this was it, that's already bad enough. No, this is an issue. So this, from my understanding, is already confirmed to be a UI issue. So just clearing this up, this is a big problem, but these are a lot of people basically messaging how they've bought the Lunite subscription. For those that don't know, the Lunite subscription is equivalent to a Welkin. You spend £5, $5, whatever is in your currency, and every day you will receive some gems daily when you log in. Now, a lot of people were saying that they've subscribed, but they're not getting the notification, they're not getting any gems, and all these threads are going in, etc., etc. Like, at this point, it's just throwing kerosene on fire. Because what the hell? Like, how is this? How do issues keep popping up? Like, what is this? Now, from my understanding, this is all being a UI issue. You actually have been receiving them. The problem is you just don't get the pop-up. There's a second weapon mistranslation. It wasn't just the one, it was a second one. Now that's with the standard weapon, okay? This was the EN translation of this weapon that was in-game at launch. As you can see, it states that you can stack up to 2 times. However, this is incorrect. It actually stacks up to 3 times and it wasn't translated properly. Okay, yeah. So rather than doing this effect can stack up to 2 times and last for 12 seconds, you actually can stack it 3 times. Obviously, nobody complained about this, but what that means is that this weapon is actually better for Kocharo now. But there's more! This is unrelated to all the scandals, but Kuro Games is registered by the government as a person subjugated to execution. What does that mean? From our understanding, this is not anything related to what's currently happening in Wuwa, but basically they are being fined by the government for whatever reason. We don't actually know what it is. Here's a simple term. Kuro lost the case. So they had someone sue them or whatever. Kuro lost the case, but didn't pay the compensation. Therefore, they're quote unquote executed. 95k RMB. What is that? Out of curiosity. So that is about 11,000 pounds. That's not crazy. You know, 11,000 pounds. A massive company can easily pay this. I don't know what kind of penalty this is or what's it for. I don't know why they're avoiding paying it. Just to add on top of it, chat, someone took a picture of this 10:30 p.m. at Kuro's offices. That right there is just their devs. That is their devs. The entire building is ovs, and their devs are working at 10:30 p.m. Copy an image. There we go, chat. That right there is what's happening right now. This is right now Kuro's offices. That is what's happening, and that is a massive yikes. Don't give me one pull for screwing up a translation and a lot of people losing their money. It's not fair. It is absolutely like I don't know what the companies think. I don't know how they think.